Former Sacramento County Sheriff's deputy stabs and kills his 11-year-old son before chase ends in his death. Thanks for joining us for the CBS 13 News at 6. I'm Tony Lopez.
And I'm Marley Ginter. Let's break down exactly where this started and ended. That 11-year-old boy stabbed at a home on Farrell Way in Elk Grove. This is in Sacramento County. Oh, then that child's father was involved in a deadly shooting with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office just across the county line in San Joaquin County. Tonight we have team coverage from both scenes. Let's start with your reporter, Kayla Moeller, in Elk Grove at the family home where this all started, Kayla.
Tony and Marley, that's right. Over my shoulder is the Morales family home where Marvin Morales, former Sac County Sheriff's deputy, lived with his wife and children. Somebody had just recently come by and put down some flowers and candles to pay their respects. Police responded to this home just after 8 a.m. and found the 11-year-old boy who had been stabbed. A 6-year-old girl, was in the house as well, but thankfully she was unharmed. Officers say Morales, their father, had driven off before they arrived. The boy later died at the hospital, and police say the initial 911 call came from the children's mother, who was at work at the time and said she had been watching her in-home security cameras and witnessed an assault between her husband and their son.
I can't say based on the information that I know, but as a mother myself, I know that I do watch my cameras periodically at home. They do sometimes give you notifications, so that might have been why she watched.
Yeah, Elk Grove PD says that the mom is being cooperative in this investigation. This is just a heartbreaking situation all around. Violent start to the holiday season. And you can see the holiday lights on the house behind me. So looks like they were getting ready for the holiday season.
Yeah, it's just awful to hear this story. Terrible all around. Kayla, thank you. Circling back to our two scenes now. After that stabbing, the child's father was then involved in a deadly shooting with law enforcement in San Joaquin County. And that's where we find your reporter covering San Joaquin County, Carmela Karcher, with more on what we know from that second scene, Carmela.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. Now, we've been here along I-5 since early this morning, just south of Highway 12. Now, this is exactly where the pursuit ended. You can see the lights still here behind me. They're still setting up, still looking at this investigation. Now, this is exactly where the shots were fired, which did eventually kill the 40-year-old. Now, do take a listen to what led up to the shooting from CHP.
Another set of spikes set up at southbound I-5 at the pond, south of Highway 12, center device. Shots fired, one down.
So we get a code for it. Confirm this is for the 187. Shots fired, one down.
One suspect down.
Copy, suspect down.
Now, this all started over 20 miles away in the city of Elk Grove, where Morales is accused of stabbing his 11-year-old. Elk Grove police say he was gone by the time they responded, but they immediately got that information out about the car he had taken. And it just so happens that Sacramento County Sheriff Jim Cooper actually spotted the vehicle himself, leading CHP to chase him down I-5. They eventually put out a spike strip, which Morales ran over, that ended up crashing into a ditch along the highway. We know at least two Sac County Sheriff deputies opened fire. The CHP couldn't tell us whether Morales was inside or outside the vehicle when he was shot, or whether he was armed at the time. He was then taken to the hospital but did not survive.
Very fortunate that no one else suffered any injury or even death after the tragic incident from this morning. It certainly is a very tragic event. The allegations that have come forward, and we mourn with the community.
Now, no other officers were injured in this, but CHP did tell us that the U.S. Department of Justice is taking over the investigation. But as you can see, traffic is moving just a little bit faster, but it's still very much backed up down southbound lanes. Both lanes have since opened since this morning.
Yeah, it's been a sad and chaotic day. Carmela, thank you. Let's talk more about Morales now. He's the former deputy with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. We've touched on that. He resigned after it was discovered he was using his position to confiscate drugs and using them. In fact, we showed you body camera footage back in February, seen here, released by the Sheriff's Department at the end of the investigation. In one video from 2023, you can see Morales in uniform on the floor of the station bathroom, next to him a confiscated pipe. He's revived by his colleagues inside the Central Area Station as he was on the job when he overdosed. At the time, it was believed to be a chemical exposure, but the investigation later revealed He'd taken what he believed was meth, was really fentanyl. Other videos released show Morales during the stop where he pocketed the drugs instead of putting them into evidence. The sheriff's office said this today about this tragic development.
I mean, it's gross, right? It's nobody wants to hear about anyone involved in an incident, previous like that, especially a deputy. Like I said, our primary thoughts are with that family right now. It's kind of an ancillary piece.
The review found Morales used his position of authority to confiscate narcotics and paraphernalia from members of the public and held them accountable for the violations. He never faced charges for drug possession or otherwise. DA's office confirmed the case was not referred to them for review.